Alright, take two, because the recording software completely crashed on me for no reason. Welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank HD! We're moving on to the planet Gaspar, which is a volcanic planet. It looks like a very young planet. It has a very shallow atmosphere. There's constant meteorites falling in. It's terrifying, but it's aesthetically one of my favorite planets in the game. It looks really cool. Unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot to do here. There's a new weapon available here at the Gadatron vendor for us, the Walloper, which is a melee-only weapon, but it is actually quite good. I will be picking it up once I have enough bolts for it. Unfortunately, I do not right now. I wouldn't really recommend it for finishing the game, though. It's not necessarily required, and you might be better off just saving up for a more expensive weapon later on. And I think you guys know the one I'm referring to, even though it's not in the Rhino. So, as I said, there's not really a whole lot of core objectives to this map, but it's actually, or to this planet rather, it's actually not critical for, only one of the objectives in this level is critical for actually progressing with the game. Everything else is just for getting skill points or gold bolts. So the first area I'm going to be going through here is an optional area, completely optional, that's not required at all. And basically what we're doing here is all the Blargian bombers from Battalia that are assaulting them are here on a refueling run to prepare for their strike. So we're actually here, and this is not explained to you, this is just, background details about the world. That's what makes this game, fascinating, is the game doesn't outright tell you this stuff, it just kind of leaves it up to you to figure it out. So we're going to destroy the refueling station here, which causes a chain reaction, and the whole thing just blows up, and it's awesome. Some of them are automatically just in your way, some of them you have to kind of go out of your way to find and destroy. And if you destroy all of them, you get a skill point for it. So of course we're going to be doing that, just so I can show it off on screen. And they give you a little bit of bolts too for doing so. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, this has always been one of my favorite planets in the game, though. But like I said, there's just a shame there's not a whole lot of things to do here. The main reason we came here first, though, instead of going to Oroxen, is Oroxen has a planet that you unlock by going to it that you can't do anything at unless you've been here first. So it makes sense to go here first, in my opinion, and I'm just kind of routing the game in a way that makes it more convenient for everyone. Now, if it's the first time you're playing the game, you may not know the correct route to go through to optimize the quickest way to go through the game without any backtracking, but that's the novelty of this game, is that it's open-ended. You can kind of go to whichever planet you want to, and much like an RPG, you might need a certain item to complete a certain quest. This game, you need a certain item to get to the next objective on a particular planet, much in that same way. So, as a result, you could go to Oroxen first, unlock that planet, go to that planet, dead end at that planet, and then realize you had to go here first. So you could actually go here last out of all three of those planets, and it would still work out just fine for you. It would just be a little bit of backtracking. But I'm going to be minimizing backtracking as much as possible. The other games in the series have more backtracking because you may get a side quest that you cannot complete until much, much later in the game, so you may have to backtrack to an early planet. And that's also true in this one a little bit. Like, there's optional objectives and side quests that we cannot complete without getting a certain weapon or gadget. And I will be backtracking to those planets where it is relevant. This one I'm going to try to take out with the blaster. Doesn't seem to be working. Okay, I'm just going to go back up there. This one is actually in our way too, and when we destroy it, the swing shot target will actually appear. Any day now. There it is. It just kind of appeared. Like it was hiding behind the bomber for no good reason. Trying to pretend like we couldn't see it, but we could. So the only enemies we're going to be fighting here are these little guys. I don't remember exactly what they're called. I don't think we've fought them before either, but they do appear on multiple planets in the game. So this level, as I said before, despite the fact that there's not a whole lot to do in it, it was one of the levels they decided to showcase at E3 for the new PS4 remake of Ratchet and Clank that's coming out next year to go along with the movie. And they have added a ton of new content to this planet in the new game. Now, the new game is a very different game from the original, of course, but I need to get over there and destroy that one. Oh, I shorted myself there. I'm going to try to not die, and we'll try that again. I don't need to actually get up there. That's what the Devastator's for. But Yeah, the blaster doesn't have a long enough range to actually hit that, so we're just going to go ahead and use the Devastator. It's whatever. We'll get enough bolts from destroying it to make it worth using the very expensive rocket. But anyway, yeah, there's a ton of side quests and optional content you can do in this level in the PS4 version. And the PS4 version is honestly shaping up to look like a pretty good game. And I hope to finish this Let's Play... Whoa, that was really close, even though I don't think those asteroids can actually hit you. Yeah, we'll finish this long before that game ever comes out, hopefully. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded for this LP in a while, but I've been working on 2 other LPs, obviously. One of which is almost finished. There's only like 5 or so videos to go in Sengoku Basara. So it'll just be this and Zoids vs. 3 for a little while. And it may be sometime next year before I get around to doing Going Commando HD and Sengoku Basara 2. So, but I do want to do every game on these respective HD collections. And for those of you who don't know, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando was actually the very first thing I recorded way back in 2009 when I was a wee child and trying to experiment with capture software, and I had a terrible computer and it didn't turn out very well. But anyway, we got the gold bolt, and there's a nice little hovercraft thingy here that will allow us to go back over to the start. It actually sets us further down from where our ship lands. It's a little boat thing that for some reason can survive in the lava. I'm not going to question that. It's almost the same kind of boat thing we took back on Vitalia to get back to our ship, except that one can fly.